Take a look at the expected starters to start with the defense, and just pop in anytime you want to say anything about any combination or any player here. This is the defensive line. We expect it to be the starting lineup unless there's some trades or free agent pickups come in. You got Myles-Garrett at the one end, Ogunjobi, Sheldon Richardson, and Olivier-Vernon. Does this strike you as being, without adding Clowney or anybody else, does this strike you as being a very high-rated unit?
Absolutely, 100%. And then they added some depth. So I do think that you're going to have Andrew Billings come in there and press maybe a Larry Ogunjobi for some playing time, or at least be part of that rotation with Sheldon, Larry, Andrew. Then you're going to have, as of right now, you've got Adrian Claiborne, Chad Thomas that can rotate in on the outside and keep the pass rush fresh. So not only do they have some really great players on the front four, they have some great depth.
All right, now you get to the linebackers. It should be a concern at this point, although there's time to change that. You've got B.J. Goodson, mack-Wilson, and sione-takitaki. Your thoughts as you look at that?
Well, I think I would put B.J. Goodson in the middle. That's where he feels he's going to play. That's where he wants to play. And in that scenario, then, you could pop Mack-Wilson back out to the weak side where he started 14 games last year in place of Christian Kirksey. So, when I look at that, I still think that you're going to have some guys that will come in there and try to challenge a little bit. I mean, they drafted a third-round linebacker out of LSU in Jacob Phillips. So, he's somebody that you can look at as someone that's going to challenge for playing time. Those LSU guys quite often come in and make some noise right away. So I don't think anything is a given right now at linebacker.
All right, let's look at the Browns' projected starters in the secondary, starting with denzel-ward, of course, Ohio State and Macedonia. Greedy Williams at cornerback, karl-joseph, and a guy who, I don't know, did Delpit slip down there? Was that an unexpected pickup for the Browns?
Well, no, I think they were pretty happy to get him in the second round, considering he won the award for the best defensive back in college football this past year. He's got a lot of great things about him. I think the knock against him was his tackling. And Joe Wood said today he can tackle. And sometimes it's just a matter of being willing to do it and wanting to do it and just being willing to stick your nose in there and kind of sacrifice your body and all those kind of things. But when you couple him with a karl-joseph, Karl is the more heavy hitting kind of a safety, so you've got a good combination there. And Grant has good ball skills, and and he should be able to grab some interceptions.
They have enough depth at this point?
Yeah, I think they have enough depth. I mean, this is another one of those places where I'm sure Andrew Berry will keep his eyes peeled in the offseason, but they brought in Kevin Johnson to play nickelback. You still have Terrence Mitchell in that defensive backfield. And, they added the other safety, Anderson Varejao, or actually that's a basketball player. But yes, his name escapes me right now. But they definitely have some depth at that position.
Well, you threw me for a loop, too. You said they'll be looking in the off season. I don't know what the off season is anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, Ben Sendejo is the one you're thinking of.
Yeah, I gave them one of the ex-Cavs players. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Two